Today I will teach you 3 steps to easily 10x your monthly passive income. I mean, it's a dream for a lot of entrepreneurs to increase our passive income. What we want is we want to be creative, we want to do cool stuff, we want to experience freedom, we want to have peace of mind. And one of the best things you can do to increase that peace of mind and to increase that freedom is to start expanding your passive income. And when we look at passive income, oftentimes we think about, oh, we have to have digital products that can sell recurring, or maybe we have a membership, or maybe it's royalties, or whatever it is. But today I'm going to share with you 3 unorthodox ideas that might actually 10x your passive income. So for example, if you're selling online courses, and let's say you're doing like 60,000 a year with selling online courses, there's a big chance that you can actually 10x your passive income with these courses if you apply these 3 principles today. And I can almost guarantee that 1 or 2 of these principles you're not doing yet, because almost nobody does it. But if you do this, everything will change for you. So I love this saying from one of my best friends, and his name is Dean Jackson. Dean Jackson is one of the OGs of internet marketing. He actually is the person who came up with the opt-in page, the squeeze page, the page where you fill in your name and email address. He's the one who invented that squeeze page, and he's, again, like a really great friend. And he has this saying, and the saying is, you want to live like an artist with a $50,000 a month trust fund. And what he means by that is that if you actually have, for example, $50,000 a month, and you have complete white space in your schedule, in your calendar, that's ultimate freedom. You don't need millions and millions per year. You don't need to become a multi-billionaire to have financial freedom or freedom by itself. All you need is $50,000 a month in passive income, and it's not like, oh, just $50,000 a month. It's a real number. But if you can achieve that $50,000 a month in passive income and have a clean schedule, wow, anything is possible. So oftentimes we're looking at passive income, we want like 5,000 a month or 10,000 a month, and that's great. That's a big liberation for a lot of people. If you have $0 of passive income and you make the transition from zero to $5,000 a month, that's a huge change in lifestyle. So that's huge. But if you make the increase from 5 or 10,000 a month to $50,000 a month, that's a complete unlock of a different level of living. So for example, if you're at $5,000 a month, if you want to travel, you really have to be conscious and aware of what you're booking and where you're going and what type of tickets do you book. Do you fly economy or do you fly whatever? But with $50,000 a month, everything changes. You can fly first class, you can go to the nicest hotels, you obviously don't really have to think about money that much if you're at that level. So it's a complete unlock, and it's a level that a lot of people don't really talk about or even dream about. We dream about safety, 5,000 a month, 10,000 a month. But what if you think in possibilities, and what if you knew for a fact that there's another reality available for you? So this $50,000 a month trust fund idea, I think that's amazing, and also combined with having a clear schedule, anything is possible if you're there. You can be highly productive, highly creative, have like all these artistic outings, like all these amazing ideas that you can share with the world. So $50,000 a month, massive passive income, that's the goal. 3 strategies today that I'm sharing with you. And the first strategy is something that not a lot of people do. And this is schedule your cash flow calendar. So what do I mean by scheduling your cash flow calendar? If I would ask you the question, do you know what you're selling or what you're marketing or launching or emailing next week to your audience, to your list? Do you already have a clear plan? Do you have everything set, everything scheduled, yes or no? And the chances, like 80 or 90%, maybe even higher, that the answer is no, because a lot of marketers, we sort of live in a moment, and we sort of do our campaigns whenever it feels right, or sometimes even whenever we need the money. Like, oh, money is tight, let's schedule a campaign because I need the money. And that's the worst way to look at launching and promoting your offerings. Why? Because then you adjust your strategy based on what you need as the marketer instead of what your audience actually needs. And what your audience don't need is promotions whenever you need it. So you have to be strategic about this. So what you want to do is you want to schedule a cash flow calendar, and it looks a little bit like this. So what you see 12 months, and you see 12 months, and in this cash flow calendar, you see 8 different campaigns. So for example, the blue parts, that's 2.5 days, and the green parts, that's 16 days. So it's 8 different campaigns, and this is actually how we run our business. And I'm talking about passive income, and I'm going to share why this is passive income and not active income. Back to the calendar. If you go to the calendar, you see the green dots and the blue dots, and the blue dots is 2.5 days, and the green dots is 16 days, and it's 8 campaigns. 4 bigger campaigns, like big launches, and 4 shorter campaigns. And this is actually how my schedule, how my calendar is filled up for 2026. Right now, we're at the end of January of 2026. This is timeless. This has been working for me for a long time. The first time I started doing this was in 2019. In 2019, I scheduled my whole year in advance, and with a second strategy I'm sharing you in a bit, and 1 second, but I'll pre-write. My right hand is like doing all the slides, which is amazing. But I pre-wrote all the emails for the full year. So I can recall back in 2019, in the beginning of January, I wrote 7 months of emails, and I gave it to my team. I was like, okay, send out these emails for the next 7 months. And after 7 months, we sort of copy and pasted the first 7 months, and we did it again. And that year, and I'm in a tiny market. I'm from Amsterdam. We have a small little country, and we did 2.1 million in sales just by sending those emails. I'm talking about massive passive income. That year was 2.1 million for me. How? Not because we had organic reach, not because we had consistent traffic from SEO or YouTube videos or whatever, not from royalties, not from all those things. Simply because we send out 7 months of emails, like 4 or 5 times a week, and consistently, like we did 1 or 2 sales, like 1.5 sales per day of our premium product. At that time, the average order value was 4,400 euros. So we did around 1.5 sales per day, which isn't a lot, but if it all adds up, and within a year it was 2.1 million, and it was 100% passive. This was 2019. I did no live webinars, I did no events, I did no one-on-one coaching, I did no one-on-one sales, nothing through the DM, all because we scheduled 7 months of emails. If you look at the Cashflow calendar in the screen right now, this, I know for a fact that this year will be my best year ever. Last year, 2025, was our best year ever, but I know for a fact that 2026 is going to be my best year ever. Why? Because we scheduled all the campaigns for 2026. So that's the first step. What you want to do is you want to look at your calendar, and then you want to schedule all the campaigns. For me, it's 8 campaigns. Every 6 weeks we do a campaign, and this is very valuable because now we do a promotion, and then we got like 4 or 5 or 6 weeks of white space where we can add value to the list, and then we have another promotion. We've got 4 or 5 weeks of white space, and then another promotion. And even within those 4 or 5 weeks, I have the creativity, come up with a new launch or a new video or whatever. There's a lot of creativity there, but these mails, they're all pre-written. So let's go to the second strategy. And the second strategy, once you created your Cashflow calendar, once you know, like, okay, this year has to look like this, we're gonna do 8 campaigns or 4 campaigns or maybe 30 campaigns. I mean, every business is different, right? The second strategy is to work well in advance. And this is very, very counterintuitive. And this is what most people would never do. And I don't know a lot of people who have actually done this. Going back to 2019. 2019, I wrote 7 months of emails, and in advance, all in advance. I was in Curacao with my family chilling, and in 1 week time, I wrote 7 months of email. I actually didn't write 7 months. I edited content that I created in the years before. So if you're going to apply this idea, you don't need to actually physically type most of the content, but because I'm assuming that you already created a lot of content in the last couple of years. Could be Instagram posts, could be emails to your list, could be ads, could be anything. So what I've done is just captured every content that I created the couple of years before, put it in a Google Doc, and then started editing. And that was the 7 months of emails. If we go back to this year it took me another like 1 week or 10 days, and I pre-wrote all the campaigns of the Cashflow calendar. So in the screen you see a GIF, and you see all the emails that I created for this year. So again, it's 8 campaigns for me, 2.5 days, 16 days. The 2.5 day campaign is 4 emails, and the 16-day campaign is 12 emails. So that's 4 plus 12, that's 16 emails per quarter, 2 campaigns. Times 4 is 64 emails. So what I've done is I wrote 64 emails, and right now, at this moment of recording, which is the end of January 2026, I know for a fact that if I would do nothing for the rest of the year, we would have our best year ever. Why? Because we have 8 campaigns all pre-written. All the emails are done. All the sales letters are done. All the automated webinars are done. All the VSLs are done. Everything is done. And I don't know anybody who does it like this. And this is another level of passive income. For me, I know for a fact if I would do nothing, it'll be millions and millions that are coming in, because we simply pre-created everything, pre-wrote everything, and everything is done. And this is why this video is called Massive Passive Income. This is not about like some money that's dripping in from a 33 euro offer or whatever. No, this is really having an amazing offer, having amazing marketing, and then pre-writing everything. So again, this is 64 emails pre-written. It's 8 campaigns. There's a lot of white space in between, and in the white space, I can actually do more stuff, add more offers if I'd like to, but everything is pre-written and everything is scheduled. So my job was to create all the emails, and then I give it to my team, and for me, it's handoff from now on. So first strategy is look at your calendar, your cash flow calendar, create all the campaigns, think through all the campaigns. And the second step is well in advance, work well in advance. And this is counterintuitive because we oftentimes want to create stuff in the moment, but what you want to do is you want to work well in advance so you can let it go and you can experience passive income, but also really experience life in itself. It's very, very liberating to, again, be at that level of passive income, but also know that you strategically created everything that's super important for your business. And obviously that is the emails in my case, and probably in your case as well. However, what if you don't have a big email list? What if you don't have a big following yet? What if you do step 1, you create your cash flow calendar, and you do step 2, you pre-write all the emails and all the marketing campaigns? If you do those 2 things, well, then what you want to do is you want to feed the beast. You created a beast and you want to feed the machine. And what I mean with feeding the machine is very, very simple. You have the cash flow calendar, you have all the pre-written emails and the emails go to your offers, and then you want to feed the beast, feed the machine, and that's ads, ads, ads. You want to really put a lot of gasoline on the fire, or put fuel to the fire. You know, my Dutch language, sometimes I'm looking for words or searching for words, but bear with me. So you want to feed the machine. You want to advertise as much as humanly possible. So for me, the rest of the year, everything is scheduled, all the emails are written. Yes, I do have a mailing list, so even if I wouldn't advertise, we would have a successful year. But now we can actually really promote hard, really aggressively advertise, because I know that every person that puts in their name and email address, the thing that Dean Jackson came up with 100 years ago, if a person puts in their name and their email address, then I know they will go through the whole cash flow calendar. For a full year at least, they will go through the whole cash flow calendar. They will receive 64 emails. and the odds are pretty high that eventually they will buy one of our products. And the products that we're selling are premium products. We literally sell from 1 cent up to €1,000,000. Those are our offers. And it's all within the cash flow calendar, all within the cash flow year. So step 1, create a cash flow calendar. Really think through all your campaigns. Step 2 is pre-write all your copy, all your emails, and the copy that you use for your emails, you can actually use for step 3. And step 3 is feed the machine with ads, ads, ads. If you do this well, you can really advertise aggressively, and you can make so much more, so many more sales, so much more money, and you'll have all the white space in your calendar because everything is done already. So these are the 3 steps. The 3 steps to easily 10x your monthly passive income. And oh, wrong button. Where are we? Yes. First one is schedule your cash flow calendar. The second one is work extremely well in advance. And the third one is feed the machine, ads, ads, ads. So this is really amazing if you want to have massive passive income. If you really want to go to another level and really want to make big deals, maybe you're selling 1,000, 2,000 euro courses, maybe you want to up your game to 10,000, 20,000, 50,000. What I said, we actually literally have an offering of €1,000,000 that we're selling or offering. There's an amazing strategy that's actually very easy and very relaxed. It's kind of the opposite of like the hustle culture, like sales. There's a strategy, and I call this calm and collected. It's a strategy that you can apply to actually close super hard, high ticket deals. And I created an amazing masterclass for this, and you'll have access to it. Just click on the image in this video, and you will get access to Calm and Collected. Hope you appreciated these ideas on how to increase your passive income, and I would highly suggest go to another video.